All right, diving right in today. We're tackling a question that came straight from one of our listeners. What's the most reasonable explanation for the universe's origin? Creation, coincidence, or maybe something else entirely?
Yeah, it's a big one. And Thomas, you weren't content with just asking us. You put the same question to a whole bunch of large language models, right?
You got it.
Fascinating approach. So you collected their first reactions and then any revised thoughts after some more mulling?
Exactly. We're aiming to unpack all the different lines of reasoning those models employed, see what insights pop up. Could be some surprises for you, Thomas.
Definitely.
So, okay, initial reactions. The models kind of split into some interesting camps right out of the gate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some, like Copilot, ChatGPT, and Pi 1, they all kind of lean towards creation.
Interesting.
Their reasoning often came down to the universe's complexity, and those super precise laws of physics. It all seems so fine-tuned, they felt it was statistically, improbable for it to just happen by chance.
Yeah, I can see that line of thinking for sure.
Then you had models like Copilot Precise, Gemini, and Pi 2. They were more in the coincidence camp.
Okay.
Their focus was on the sheer vastness of the cosmos, all those natural processes happening over unimaginable timescales. They seem to favor that simplest explanation idea, Occam's razor.
Ah, right. So maybe it's just a roll of the cosmic dice.
Precisely.
Interesting. What about the others?
Well, a third group stood out. Claude, Llama 3, and Mistral Large 2. They put their weight behind natural processes, but governed by those physical laws we observe. The ones we can actually measure and test.
Makes sense.
They brought up empirical evidence, the current scientific understanding of how the universe has evolved, all without a creator or pure luck.
So 3 distinct perspectives already.
Right. But here's where it gets really intriguing. Thomas, you brought your own alternative to the table. Inevitability.
Okay, I like where this is going. Lay it on me.
So your argument is that this whole concept of a before spacetime, like before the Big Bang, it's flawed. We're stuck in our linear thinking.
I see. Yeah.
And if there's no before, then ideas like fine-tuning and order, they're not external things, right? They're inherent to the universe itself. It just is. Not created, not a coincidence.
Think of a wave rising from the ocean. It's not independently created. It's not some random fluke. It just inevitably emerges from the water, and the force is already at play.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm following. What did the models think of that?
Well, when Thomas brought this whole spectrum of ideas to them, some actually shifted their views.
Really?
ChatGPT, for example, they found the inevitability argument pretty compelling. They acknowledged how it bypasses our usual ideas of cause and effect, those time-bound notions. It might even align with some of those super abstract physics concepts about the very nature of reality.
So challenging the fundamental framework.
Exactly. Pi 2 also moved towards inevitability. They saw it as a way to explain the universe's complexity without needing a creator or some lucky break. It kind of rewrites our assumptions about beginnings altogether.
Fascinating. Any others?
Gemini also started leaning towards inevitability. They saw it as a logical outcome, a consequence of the fundamental laws themselves, not some separate thing imposed on them.
Makes you rethink the whole equation.
It really does. Now, Claude, Llama 3, and Mistral Large 2, they stuck with their focus on natural processes. But they all acknowledged the philosophical weight of the inevitability idea.
So it made them pause and consider.
Definitely. Even Copilot, while staying in the creation camp, and Copilot Strict, still on Team Coincidence, they both noted the unique perspective Thomas brought in.
It's amazing how a single question sparked this exploration of different ways of thinking. We started with creation, coincidence, and natural processes. But Thomas, you really brought in this fourth perspective, inevitability. It's powerful stuff.
Couldn't agree more. And for anyone out there grappling with these huge questions, it highlights how understanding where it all began pushes us to the very limits of what we know, both scientifically and philosophically.
It really underscores how much our understanding of the universe's origin, maybe even reality itself, is tied to our perception of time. That linear view with its before and after could be shaping how we think about creation, coincidence, and what we see as inevitable.
So much to ponder.
Absolutely. It's a thread worth pulling on, for sure.
That's it for today's deep dive. Keep those questions coming.
See you next time.